A very good evening, everybody, to another episode of Shalinisays WineShineQuarantine. And you all know this story because you've been watching me and been following what's going on. It all started when lockdown began, and I decided that I would chat with all my inspiring women friends because it is my Women on Top forum on this show. And it's just turned out to be so exciting because every week gives me an opportunity to meet another inspiring person. And today I have the most gorgeous Natalia with me. Natalia, welcome on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you, darling. Firstly, and really, it's a very tough time, but you're just like a Shalini who's sunshine all the time. Your smile it just makes these days very, very easy, much easier.
Oh, yes, yes.
Thank you.
You're so kind, Natalia. I feel the same about you. In fact, when I was thinking how I should introduce you, I realized that you don't need an introduction because that's who you are. When you walk into an event, and I've been to multiple with you at the same place, it's really your personality that walks in even before who you are. It's unbelievable the personality that you have. And I was so intrigued to hear that you are actually a lawyer. You've studied finance. You've been reporting for television, for radio. You've been doing fashion. You're also a psychologist. You are a woman of so many facets. Wow, absolutely amazing. It's so good to have you here with me today, Natalia. Natalia, I have said my piece, but since there are so many aspects to your life, tell us your story.
Oh, thank you. I was born in Ukraine, but at age of 2, my family and I we moved to Russia. So I grew up there, and from Russia I moved to London, and now I'm just settled up my life in between London and New York. But because of the situation, mostly in London. So I was studying. I was all the time. I just was doing things in parallel. I started to work at age of 19, and I was studying also in parallel, and I studied with lawyers in a lawyer bureau in Russia, and I was an assistant, and it's how I met the legal stuff. But at that time I was studying already finance in the university, and so that's why my second education was a law. I really like it, and I was practicing as a lawyer most of my time. But you also right. Yes, I continue to study because when I was pregnant and married, so probably because of some like something I wanted to try also some creative side of me. So because I built our new house with my ex-husband, so for our family, and I felt that I have a lot of creativity, like a stream, and I wanted to go and try myself also to study fashion. And it was such a pleasant, and it was a fashion as an image maker and a psychologist, because without knowing psychology you don't know how affect through colors, factor, like just how to affect to society, how to build branding like through colors, and transport it to your message through that. So, and I found it absolutely extremely exciting myself on that, and I really love it so much. And I said to myself, one day I gonna do something. I create something for people, for women mostly, and I do also not just only like a unique piece or something beautiful, but I put also the meaning inside. And I found that idea finally. Now I'm working on it. So
Wow.
my son, yeah, a year ago, he moved to boarding school. So now I stopped my legal practice, and I just started to work on my startup, which is I found amazing. Yeah, I mean, just I love myself in it because it more links to creativity and and also this meaning, actually, the idea I put in, to encourage women, big range of age, like from teenager age to 50 plus. So I actually want them to feel confidence, creative, um, to tell about them, who they are, through their piece of art, through what I'm doing for them, through my product.
That is so amazing because, I was just telling somebody this morning, I was in a session coaching, and I was telling this person that if not now, then when? Because people have just put their lives on hold saying it's COVID and, I can't do this. And there's so many problems that they're looking at. I think if they looked at the solution of upskilling, upgrading, because this is not forever. Eventually, life is going to go on and things are going to look up. How about you utilize this time to make something which would end up into, and hearing you is, you're like reiterating that fact that you're using this time to get your startup off the road, and by the time things are back to normal you'd be already almost there. Amazing, Nataliya. That's why I told you, you're so inspiring. Every
Thank
time I
you.
meet you, you make me feel so good, so good. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, and thank you for helping people, to support them, because I also found a lot of people. It's not a secret, of course. It's a lot of people like went into melancholic and very depressing mood because of COVID. I understand everything, but my mantra is that tough moment today leads you to better side.
Yeah.
Definitely, because every crisis brings you opportunities, and it's definitely you. You have to believe. You have to believe, and just only believe in that. And today it's today, tomorrow it's already close to us. And being believing today, tomorrow will show you that it's just what you can find, and use this time. It's also your life. Yes, it's happened. So, but the question why it's happened, and it's easy to be depressed, but it's better probably to use that time. For example, I also took a few courses during that time, which is I wanted all the time to have, but I didn't have time for that. But in this period, it's very nice to study. It's very nice to work on your startup or your own idea, to find yourself, to work with yourself, benefit yourself. Because when we also was living like in a regular routines, a lot of people, they are losing their selves. They're just like a running like in a wheel, like in a wheel. They're running and can't stop, and they're losing themselves in that kind of action.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, spot on. I'm just wondering, actually, you must be wondering why I'm looking so lost. Because normally when I go live, I can see myself live on Facebook and on, all the other channels. Do you have your phone with you, Nataliya? I just want you to see if you can see me live. If you go to you're not on Facebook, so you won't be able to see it. Because I
Yeah,
can't make out.
let me have a look, because I'm
Make
I
out.
yeah, let me have a look on a Facebook if you
Yeah,
wish.
yeah, because I don't know, normally it shows up, but for some reason my computer is not showing the Facebook story
Hmm.
live. That's why I'm wondering if we should keep talking or should we re-log in, or I have no idea how this is
Yeah,
going.
let's see.
Let's take a look before we go ahead with.
Yeah. Oh.
Makes no sense. Can you see it?
Mm, yeah, I don't see the live, but
Yeah.
maybe I don't know how. I just actually never checked it how it's supposed to be. Maybe I just don't know how it's supposed to be. But I don't see any live broadcasting now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What
thinking.
what I shall push on it.
Yeah, so even I'm wondering because I've never.
However, we have we have this video, and
So
probably
what
so
I'm
you
going
can.
to do, Natalia, is I'm going to end this broadcast and start it one more time. Of course, we'll link the interview later, the first part of it. But let me just close this and relog in. Give me a minute. Stay with me.
Sure, darling.